Welcome back to Overland, Florida, everybody. Today is a very hot winter day. My wife, daughter, and I decided to get out of the house, get some fresh air. We had to wait till later in the afternoon just because it was simply pretty hot today, especially to be hiking with a baby, and there's absolutely no wind. It is so still outside. We are at Lake Norris Conservation Area. They have some hiking trails, and there's also a free campground. We're gonna hike into the free campground and just check it out and show you guys. You do have to go online, there's rules, and you have to make a free online reservation. I assume you get a gate code and you can drive in. You might have to park outside and hike in. In that case, it would be more of a tent camping or hammock camping campground. This conservation land is also an active cattle ranch. So you do walk along the pastures, and normally there are a bunch of cattle out here, but they're either penned up somewhere else or they're just on another part of the property. But it is absolutely beautiful out here, and it is pretty sunny, so we're gonna try to walk as quickly as we can to get in some shade. We do have a nice breeze right now, mainly because it is coming across this large pasture. There's nothing to block the wind, but I'm sure as soon as we get up ahead in this little pine forest, the wind will stop again. And for it being as quiet as it is out in the woods, there's absolutely no movement. We've seen a few doves, but nothing else. So it's a good place to come and see some gopher tortoises. And on the drive-in, I saw one of the largest ones I think I've ever seen. But of course, by the time I got out of the 4Runner, walked up to it, it was already down in its hole. We've made it to the little camping area. Looks like there's some cars maybe camping already over there. We're gonna walk this way to the lake, and there's actually a little boat launch slash canoe launch over here. Since we were here a few years ago, it looks like they've torn down some of the structures. There were some like old farm pole barns for like tractors, a well house, and should be a canoe rental spot where like you can, I guess, type in a code and unlock a canoe or a kayak or something. So we'll continue to walk and see what we find. Looks like we found a little well house, and it's literally just a little pipe coming out of the ground, short hose. So if you're camping out here, I'm assuming you can use this water, or it's probably to wash off the canoes and everything, if I had to guess. Here's the canoe rental with some instructions. Normally there's 4, and we think that the people that are camping probably already reserved them, so they're probably either out on the lake right now or they're down by the shore. Looks like a locker probably for life jackets, if I had to guess. Paddles and everything. Nice, they even have a little cart so you don't have to carry it or drag it. We are now walking past the campground. There was a lot of people camping there, but there's really nothing to show. All the structures and I believe picnic tables have all been removed. They said a tree fell down on like the little pavilion and they just tore it down. So it's literally just a little grassy lot with a bunch of cactus. And so if you come camping out here, just know it's literally just a little bare pasture spot that you're going to be camping at. But you do have access to 4 canoes and life jackets. We've reached a point where we're going to turn around, mainly because there's no more shade. It is sun all the way to the other entrance. And I don't know exactly how many miles it is. We're going to guess like 5 or 6. We use the Lake Norris Conservation Area entrance, and this will end up at Hart Branch Road. It's another entrance, and you kind of can just walk in as far as you want, turn around and go back, or you can go from entrance to entrance. But it's mainly just along the cattle pastures. So far, all we've seen are bicycle tracks, humans, horses, deer, raccoon, and that's about it. For being so close to the Seminole State Forest and just Lake Norris itself, you think this would be like an animal highway, but we have never seen anything as many times as we've come out here. Just a few, but you think on these long walks you would at least see something. Whether it be a deer running across up ahead, or a hog, owls, something. I know it's not the best time of the day to see wildlife, but still. For as many times we've come across to see bear, you think there would be a bear out here. For as uneventful as that hike was, it is still really nice to get outside, get some fresh air, especially before summer comes, because it is fast approaching, and I don't know how many more cold fronts we're gonna get. I wish it would stay 65, 70 during the day every day, but unfortunately we chose Florida to live in, out of all places. So it's a great time of the year to get outside, explore, and like I said, you don't have to have really nice gear or any kind of money to go outside and just hike. Just open up Google Maps wherever you are and just type in hiking or nature preserve or walking, and you'll be surprised how many places there are in close proximity to where you live, especially in the state of Florida.